Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dolled Up Desserts baking channel. In my opinion, I think it's a bit early for this, but holiday paraphernalia is literally everywhere I look now. However, it's still fall, so I don't want to necessarily jump right into the Christmas cookie recipes with all the peppermint and all that. So today we're going to do something that is Christmas as well as fall. Today we are making gluten-free and vegan ginger molasses cookies. Dolled Up Desserts ginger molasses cookies are really unique. Typically, ginger molasses cookies recipes call for cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, ginger, and so these are the most gingery ginger molasses cookies you will probably ever have. We've got fresh ginger, ground ginger, and then we have some weird spices like black pepper and wonderful cardamom and some cocoa powder. What am I on? You're gonna find out because these cookies are absolutely amazing. So if you want to learn how to make gluten-free and vegan ginger molasses cookies, make sure you stick around. For those of you who are stumbling on Dolled Up Desserts for the first time, welcome. My name is Katarina. I'm the Chief Dessert Designer and founder of Dolled Up Desserts. Dolled Up Desserts is a real gluten-free and vegan bakery and baking mix company from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Our YouTube channel is our platform to share awesome, super simple, and delicious gluten-free and vegan recipes that make use of our premium baking mixes, which are literally some of the easiest baking mixes you'll ever find on the market. All made to be gluten-free and vegan. They're also soy-free, many of them are nut-free, and they're super versatile. So if you like gluten-free and vegan baking, or you just like baking in general, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything Dolled Up Desserts. And so without further ado, let's get making these fall holiday Christmas cookies. For these ginger molasses cookies, we're actually gonna be breaking out the stand mixer. And now if you have a hand mixer at home, that's totally fine. The reason we're using a mixer is because we want to aerate the coconut oil in a solid form, not liquid, to be able to give the cookies a nice texture and overall delicious and homogeneous flavor. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually cream some coconut oil as well as a little bit of brown sugar. You feel free to use coconut sugar or whatever sugar replacement that you want that is granulated, and we're going to beat it in our mixer on high speed for approximately 3 to 4 minutes. While it's beating, get your flax pack out of your Blondie mix and pour it into some water, stir it up, and let it sit to the side. Partway through mixing, make sure you scrape down the sides, and then once everything's been mixed, make sure you add in your molasses, the flax egg, and eventually you're going to be adding in all of your spices. In the Dolled Up Desserts ginger molasses cookie, which is ginger crazy, we're going to be adding in about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of freshly grated ginger, as well as 2 teaspoons of ginger, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, half teaspoon of cardamom, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I know, black pepper and cookies, what is she thinking? And same with cocoa, what is this? Trust me, it's a perfect balance. The black pepper deepens the spiciness that you get from the ginger, while the cocoa helps cut and smooth out the flavors. You don't actually taste the cocoa powder, it's kind of just something to make sure that the ginger and the black pepper doesn't kill you. Once you've put all those ingredients in, you're gonna continue mixing it on high speed for about 4 to 5 minutes. Everything should start coming together and be this black goopy mixture. And once you have beat that all together, you're going to, of course, pour in your baking mix. While doing this, you might also want to add in a half teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder. This depends on if you want a spread out, flat, crispy cookie or a little bit more of a puffy cookie. Another half teaspoon of xanthan gum, just to hold it all together a little bit better. And the last thing you're also going to add, which isn't filmed here, is you're going to add in 2/3 a cup of some sort of gluten-free flour. I used oat flour, but feel free to use any grain-based flour. 2/3 of a cup will help bring the dough from a very sticky phase to a more of a cookie dough phase. It's still gonna be super soft. You're gonna have to take this dough and you're gonna have to freeze it for at least an hour before you can even start working with it. Once your batter has been in the freezer for an hour and has chilled, you're going to take a tablespoon, or you're gonna take a regular soup spoon, you're gonna take some small balls, whatever size you want, you're gonna roll them in your hands, and then you're going to douse them in some more sugar. Turbinado sugar is the best for this. I only had brown sugar lying around my house, so I just rolled them in some more brown sugar, but you can use coconut sugar. Any granulated sugar with a large granule will work best. And then you're not gonna, you can spread them out a tiny bit, but not too much. Just make sure there's a lot of space between each cookie, because these cookies, oh boy, do they spread. So make sure they are well separated apart and small, because they will literally triple in size. Once your cookies have all been balled out, you're going to put that whole pan into the freezer again for at least an hour. And then once your cookies are frozen, you're gonna bake them at 350 degrees for approximately 15 minutes. If you want a softer cookie, I recommend baking them for 12 minutes, but they're gonna be really goopy and soft. Also, adding baking powder will help ensure that they don't spread as much. Less surface area means they might be more poofy on the middle rather than thin and crispy. Once you pull them out, let them cool completely before you eat them, and then that's it. Oh yes. Oh yes. You see here, they're perfect for your holiday cookie boxes to give you the friends. They're a small little shape. They're about they're about the size of my palm. They're nice and thin, they're crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and of course they have a really unique ginger molasses flavor. Rather than just being a cinnamon spice ginger cacophony, they're actually ginger, molasses, and other spices. So let's try it. Oh my god. These are super delicious. As much as these can be seen as an all year round cookie, I have to say, they really remind me of Christmas. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching our first holiday and our last fall recipe video. See, just doing these cookies has already put me into a holiday Christmassy spirit. Oh my, not yet. If you enjoyed this video though, and you want to stay up to date with all of our other holiday recipes that are going to be coming out in the next few weeks, or just any Dolled Up desserts, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date. And if you decide to make these cookies, make sure you share them on social media and tag us at Dolled Up Desserts Baking so we can see them, share them, and visually take them in. Thanks for watching!